Think about the goal behind most human effort. We spend our lives trying to build a bubble of perfect comfort, a place where pain, poverty, and aging simply don't exist. In the Vedic texts, that standard of paradise is a physical reality. It is called Amaravati, the capital city of Lord Indra, located in the heavenly realm of Swargaloka. The descriptions of this city push the limits of imagination. It features massive palaces constructed entirely of smooth, translucent crystal, supported by gemstone pillars and grounded by floors made of pure emerald. There is no need for artificial light here. The jewels embedded in the architecture are self-illuminating, bathing the entire city in a natural glow. The residents are just as refined. They experience eternal youth. They never sweat, and their bodies are immune to the fatigue that defines human life. This heavenly standard is the material ceiling. It is the flawless reality that humanity spent centuries trying to simulate through technology and wealth. But the scriptures record a strange contradiction. The demigods currently enjoying this paradise are actually praying for a way out. They want to trade their crystal palaces for Earth. They desire this rugged, rocky terrain, a planet defined by physical struggle, disease, and a strictly limited lifespan. To understand why, we have to look at King Bharat. He was an earthly emperor who possessed wealth and global power so vast that it rivaled the opulence of the demigods. Yet, the Srimad Bhagavatam documents a historical turning point. King Bharat voluntarily walked away from his entire empire, his family, and every resource he owned. He abandoned the exact earthly power that the demigods were actively coveting. King Bharat's choice points toward a logic we often overlook. To understand it, we have to see how heavenly luxury actually functions and why it might be a trap. The scriptures classify Swarga, or heaven, as Bhoga Bhumi, a realm of frictionless enjoyment. But constant luxury presents a danger to the soul. When there is no struggle to overcome, spiritual alertness fades away. The residents become so distracted by pleasure that they lose their sense of purpose. They forget their connection to the Supreme Lord because their environment never challenges them to look deeper. There is also a mechanical cost. Hezin is a temporary lease. It's paid for with accumulated pious karma, and every second of enjoyment is draining the account. Once those credits hit zero, the soul is evicted. They are forced back into the cycle of earthly birth to start the process over again. From this perspective, heaven is a gilded cage. It offers mind-numbing comfort for a time, but it halts eternal progress. Earth belongs to a different category, karma kshetra. This is a realm of action, responsibility, and consequence. Here, struggle is useful. The changing seasons, the need for labor, and the reality of mortality act as spiritual alarm clocks, reminding us that our time here is temporary. In Srimad Bhagavatam 5.19-21, the demigods explain the math. They calculate that a short life of devotion on Earth is worth more than millions of years of comfort in the higher planets. The final results are different too. While heavenly life eventually loops back to rebirth, a life focused on Krishna consciousness leads directly to the eternal spiritual sky. Earth's specific blend of struggle and resources makes it the single most effective point of departure for spiritual realization. King Bharat managed a massive global empire. His position required active management, the duty of dharma, and constant sacrifice, unlike the effortless indulgence of demigods. Handling that level of wealth is risky. The trap is aham mameti, the illusion of I and mine that binds a person to temporary things. The demigods didn't envy Bharat's gold. They envied his mastery over Path B, spiritualized opulence. Under his rule, every resource in his empire was engaged in the loving service of Lord Vasudeva, using his wealth to serve its source. This explains why he could walk away so easily. His mind was so captivated by the beauty and qualities of Krishna that the empire simply lost its attraction. True detachment isn't about hating wealth. It's about finding an attraction so powerful that material things become insignificant by comparison. For someone absorbed in the Lord's service, even the idea of traditional liberation or merging into the infinite seems minor. Srila Prabhupada explains that material attraction is an illusion. He taught that human life only succeeds when the mind is fully absorbed in the Supreme. This state of being is called Jivan Mukta, a person who is fully liberated while still living in a material body. A Jivan Mukta uses their body, mind, and words exclusively for Krishna's satisfaction. At this level, physical location doesn't matter. Whether they are in a palace or a difficult environment, their internal connection remains unbroken. Real wealth isn't found by escaping to the crystal palaces of the demigods. It's found by taking your current reality and turning it into a vehicle for divine service.